Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Old Coin, the home for rare treasures, hidden gems, and the stories behind some of the world's most remarkable currency finds. Today, we are diving into one of the most mysterious and fascinating coins from the United Kingdom, the 1981 UK 50 new pence coin, without any mint mark. This is not just any coin, it's a piece of history, a rare find, and a potential goldmine for the right collector. The year was 1981, a time when the UK was still adjusting to the decimal system introduced just a decade earlier. The 50 new pence coin had already become a symbol of British currency innovation, larger than most other coins, with its distinctive seven-sided shape, making it instantly recognizable in the hands of millions. But among the millions produced, a tiny number emerged without a mint mark, turning them into some of the most coveted coins in the numismatic world. The absence of a mint mark may sound like a small detail, but in the world of coin collecting, it can mean everything. It's like a painter forgetting to sign their masterpiece. It transforms the piece into something far rarer and far more mysterious. The 1981 no mint mark 50 new pence is one of those rarities that slip past ordinary eyes, but is spotted instantly by dedicated collectors. This coin was struck in copper nickel, with the famous design by Christopher Ironside, Britannia seated beside a lion, holding her trident with pride. It was a design that embodied the strength and tradition of the United Kingdom. Yet, because of a minting error or special production process, a select few escaped without any mint mark at all. This tiny omission turned them into hidden treasures in pockets, purses, and piggy banks. For decades, these coins have been quietly circulating, often unnoticed, because to the casual spender, they look like any other 50p coin. But to a trained eye, they're a jackpot. The coin's rarity is not just about the missing mint mark. It's about the extremely limited number that exist in the first place. Rarity is the beating heart of coin value, and this 1981 no mint mark piece has it in abundance. Imagine this. While regular 1981 coins might be worth face value, the no mint mark version can soar to astonishing prices. Collectors have been known to offer well over $5,000 for a coin in pristine, uncirculated condition. And in some cases, for the perfect specimen, private auctions have seen prices touching $10,000 or more. That's the kind of number that turns a casual collector into a serious hunter overnight. It's not just the money that makes this coin special, it's the thrill of the chase. Every time you look at a 1981 50 new pence, you're playing detective. You're scanning for that elusive missing mark, knowing that one tiny omission could transform your coin into a piece worth thousands. That excitement is what drives the coin collecting world. And this particular coin is the perfect example of why people fall in love with the hobby. The historical backdrop adds even more charm. In 1981, the UK was under the reign of Queen Elizabeth II, and the coin proudly carried her portrait by Arnold Machin. It's a snapshot of an era, both politically and culturally, locked in metal form. And when you combine that with a rare production error, you have something that becomes more than currency. It becomes a collectible time capsule. Over the years, many people have stumbled upon these coins in the most unexpected places, tucked away in old tins, found in a forgotten drawer, or mixed in with loose change in a jar. Each discovery is like striking gold. And that's what makes this story so motivating. Your coin might be out there right now, just waiting for you to find it. Collectors around the world are on the lookout for the 1981 no mint mark 50 new pence. Dealers know their worth, auction houses know their rarity, and enthusiasts know the rush of excitement that comes from holding one. If you ever find one, treat it like treasure. Keep it safe, store it properly, and never rush into selling it without knowing its true value. For the most value, condition is everything. A well-preserved coin with sharp details and minimal wear can command those top dollar prices. If your coin is uncirculated or proof-like, the sky is the limit. In some high-profile private sales, collectors have offered more than $12,000 for the right example. And when rare items hit the market, bidding wars can drive prices even higher. Think about that. A coin you could pick up for face value in 1981 might now be worth more than a used car, or even more than a luxury vacation. And all because of a missing mint mark, a detail so small you could easily overlook it. That's the magic of numismatics, small details making big differences. This coin is also a reminder that history is all around us, often hiding in plain sight. Every time money changes hands, it carries with it a story. And in this case, the story is one of rarity, mystery, and the incredible potential of finding something extraordinary in the ordinary. So the next time you come across a 50 new pence coin from 1981, don't just toss it into your change jar. Take a close look. Study it carefully, because if it has no mint mark, you could be holding a treasure worth thousands of dollars. And here's the best part. These coins are still out there. They're not all locked away in collections yet. Every day, coins move from hand to hand, crossing borders and generations, and somewhere in that flow might be the one you're searching for. This is your reminder to keep hunting, to keep looking, and to never underestimate the power of small details. In the world of rare coins, it's often those overlooked imperfections that lead to perfection in value. So my friends, keep your eyes open, your magnifying glass ready, and your heart prepared for that moment when you discover the coin that could change everything. The 1981 UK 50 new pence no mint mark coin isn't just metal. It's history, it's art, and it's potentially a small fortune in your pocket. Next up, the 1979 UK 50 new pence coin with no mint mark. This is not just another coin. This is a rare find that could be a ticket to thousands of dollars both today and in the years to come. The story of the 50 new pence begins in 1969 when the United Kingdom shifted toward decimalization, replacing the old currency system. The seven-sided 50p coin became an instant icon, known for its bold shape and its striking depiction of Britannia seated beside a lion. By 1979, the coin had already become part of daily life, yet something unusual happened that year. A small number of coins were produced without the usual mint mark. This era instantly transformed them from ordinary change into highly prized collectibles. A mint mark is a small mark that identifies where and sometimes when a coin was minted. Its absence may not seem important to someone just spending coins in a shop, but to a coin collector, that missing mark can mean the difference between 50 pence and several $1,000s. The 1979 no mint mark 50 new pence is one such treasure, and its story has been whispered about in coin circles for decades. The design on this coin remains one of the most beautiful and symbolic in British currency. Britannia, representing strength and tradition, holding her trident with pride, with a steadfast lion at her side. Created by Christopher Ironside, this artwork is more than decoration. It's a proud emblem of British heritage, forever struck in copper nickel. What makes the 1979 no mint mark coin even more special is that it's believed only a tiny fraction of the year's mintage was struck without the mark. Some numismatists believe it may have been a minting oversight. Others think it could have been a special issue that slipped into general circulation. Whatever the reason, that missing detail turned a common coin into a numismatic mystery. Now, here's where it gets exciting for collectors. Scarcity drives value. Over the years, as these coins disappeared into collections, the number available to the public shrank. Today, finding one in good condition is like finding a needle in a haystack. And when that needle is worth thousands of dollars, the search becomes irresistible. In today's market, a well-preserved example of the 1979 no mint mark 50 new pence can sell for between $2,500 and $4,000, depending on its condition and the demand at the time of sale. Uncirculated or proof quality specimens have been known to command even higher prices, with private collectors offering as much as $6,500 when they know they're looking at a truly rare example. But that's just the present. The future could be even more exciting. As time goes on, rare coins tend to appreciate, especially when they are tied to a specific historical period and have a well-documented era. 20 years from now, the 1979 no mint mark 50 new pence could be worth $10,000 or more to the right buyer. Its rarity is fixed, there will never be more of them, but demand is always growing. And that's what makes this coin such a smart keeper for any collector. It's not just about the money you can get today. It's about holding on to something that is almost guaranteed to become more valuable over time. Every year that passes without a large batch of these coins resurfacing only adds to their mystique and their market value. The thrill of this coin lies not only in its monetary potential, but also in the adventure of the hunt. These coins are still out there, sitting quietly in old change jars, tucked in drawers, hidden in dusty boxes in attics. For those who know what to look for, each 1979 50p coin is worth inspecting closely. That missing mint mark could mean a small fortune. Many collectors share stories of discovering one purely by chance. A coin given in change at a shop, or one passed down in a small bag of coins from a relative. That moment of realization, when you spot the absence of the mint mark, is electrifying. It's like uncovering buried treasure without ever picking up a shovel. And the best part? You don't have to be a professional to join this treasure hunt. All you need is a keen eye, a little patience, and a magnifying glass. This hobby has turned casual coin checkers into passionate collectors, and some into sellers who walked away with thousands of dollars. If you are lucky enough to own one of these coins, keep it safe. Store it in a protective case, away from moisture and handling, to preserve its condition. Remember, the better the condition, the higher the value. If your coin is in mint state, you could be looking at top dollar offers from collectors and auction houses. Collectors in the UK, the US, and beyond are actively searching for this coin right now. Online auctions see fierce bidding wars whenever one appears, and private sales often see even higher prices because the competition is behind closed doors. This is a coin that sparks excitement wherever it goes. It's also a conversation piece, a slice of British history from the late 1970s, a reminder of the artistry of coin design, and a testament to how small errors can create legends in the collecting world. Whether you view it as a work of art, a piece of history, or a solid investment, the 1979 No Mint Mark 50 new pence is all of those things in one. So here's my message to every viewer of Old Coin Diaries. Check your coins, keep your eyes open, and don't underestimate the value of what you hold. That 1979 50p coin sitting in your pocket, or tucked in a drawer, could be your next big payday. The market for rare coins is always evolving, but true rarity never goes out of style. And when you have a coin that is both rare and steeped in history, you have something that will always find a willing buyer. The 1979 UK 50 new pence, no mint mark coin, is proof that treasures still circulate among us, unnoticed by most but priceless to a few. Will you be the one to find the next one? Next up, from 1978, has captured the imagination of collectors across the globe. The UK 50 new pence coin, with no mint mark. This is not an ordinary coin. This is a rare treasure that could be worth thousands of dollars to the right buyer. The year 1978 was an interesting chapter in Britain's modern coinage. The country was still adjusting to decimal currency, introduced less than a decade earlier, and the 50 new pence had already become one of the most distinctive coins in circulation. With its heptagonal shape and striking Britannia design, it was more than just money. It was a symbol of the nation's identity. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the reverse of the coin proudly depicted Britannia seated beside her lion, holding a trident in one hand and a shield in the other. It was an image that carried dignity, tradition, and a sense of stability. On the obverse was the elegant portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin, a portrait that had become a familiar sight in homes, shops, and banks all across the United Kingdom. But something unusual happened during the 1978 production run. A small number of coins left the Royal Mint without the usual mint mark. This was no ordinary oversight. Such errors are extremely rare in the minting process. Whether caused by a special striking, a mechanical issue, or an intentional limited release, the absence of that tiny mark instantly transformed these coins into collectibles. Now, you might be wondering, how many people actually want to buy this coin? The answer is simple: a lot more than you might expect. Across the UK, the US, Europe, and even in Asia, dedicated coin collectors actively search for the 1978 no mint mark 50 new pence. Every time one appears at auction, it attracts attention. There are far more people hunting for it than there are coins available, and that imbalance is exactly why its value has stayed strong. Right now, in the current market, a well-preserved example of this coin can fetch between $2,800 and $4,200, depending on its condition and the seriousness of the buyers involved. Coins that have been kept in pristine, uncirculated condition, free from scratches, wear, or discoloration, can achieve even more. In fact, private collectors have been known to pay as much as $6,000 when they find a flawless piece. The rarity of this coin is what makes it so exciting. Think about it. The 1978 minting produced millions of standard coins, but the no mint mark version exists in tiny numbers. That scarcity is the heart of its value. And unlike modern mass-produced coins, once these rare pieces are in private collections, they almost never reappear on the open market. The future looks even brighter for this coin's value. As time passes and more collectors recognize its significance, demand will only grow. Experts believe that in the next 15 to 20 years, a top-quality 1978 no mint mark 50 new pence could easily command $10,000 or more at auction. The combination of historical importance, unique era, and aesthetic beauty is a recipe for long-term appreciation. This coin isn't just about numbers on a price tag. It's about the thrill of discovery. Many people have stumbled upon one completely by accident. Imagine going through a jar of old coins from a relative's attic and realizing you're holding something worth thousands. That's the magic of numismatics, treasures hiding in plain sight. The historical context makes the story even richer. In 1978, Britain was navigating a time of political change and economic uncertainty, yet the currency remained a point of pride. The 50 new pence was a sturdy, practical coin for everyday transactions, but for the no-mint mark version, it became a piece of art and history frozen in metal. Every time one of these coins changes hands, it connects people, from the original minter to the shopkeeper, from the casual spender to the collector, and eventually to the auction bidder. It carries decades of history, and in the case of the no-mint mark 1978 coin, it carries the promise of significant wealth. One of the most exciting aspects for collectors is that these coins are still out there. They're hiding in drawers, coin jars, and old wallets. You don't need to be a millionaire to start looking. You just need the curiosity to examine each coin carefully and the patience to keep searching. And for those who already own one, the advice is clear. Keep it safe. Use a proper coin holder to protect it from wear and tarnish. Store it in a dry place and avoid cleaning it. The natural finish is part of what gives it authenticity and value. The better you preserve it, the more impressive your return could be when you decide to sell. Auction houses love coins like this because they generate buzz. Whenever a 1978 no-mint mark 50 new pence hits the bidding floor, you can expect competitive offers from both seasoned collectors and enthusiastic newcomers. This competition is what pushes the price higher and higher, sometimes beyond what anyone predicted. The beauty of this coin is that it appeals to people on many levels. Historians love its connection to British heritage, collectors appreciate its scarcity, and investors see it as a solid, appreciating asset. That triple appeal is what makes it stand out from so many other coins of the era. So the next time you find yourself holding a 50 new pence coin from 1978, don't dismiss it. Take a closer look. That missing mint mark could be your gateway to a substantial payday. Every rare coin in circulation is an opportunity waiting to be recognized. And remember, the rarest treasures often hide in the most ordinary places. Coins like this have been found in change from a local shop, in coins passed down from a grandparent, or in a forgotten box in the back of a cupboard. Your next great discovery could be just one coin away. In the world of coin collecting, value comes from a mix of history, rarity, and condition, and the 1978 UK 50 new pence no mint mark has all three in abundance. It's a coin that will not only hold its value, but is almost certain to increase in worth as time goes on. Next up, the 1969 UK 50 new pence coin with no mint mark. This is not just a coin. It is a milestone in British numismatic history, and for collectors, it is a prize worth hunting for. The year 1969 was historic for the United Kingdom. It was the first year that the 50 new pence coin entered circulation as part of Britain's move toward decimalisation, replacing the old 10-shilling note. This new coin was bold, modern, and distinctive, the largest denomination in the new decimal coin series. Its unique seven-sided shape made it stand out in pockets and tills, and it quickly became an icon of modern British money. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the reverse of the coin proudly displayed Britannia seated beside her lion, holding her trident, with a shield resting against her side. This design symbolized strength, heritage, and national pride. On the obverse, the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Arnold Machin made the coin instantly recognizable. But in 1969, something remarkable happened. Some of these first-year issue coins were produced without any mint mark at all. A missing mint mark may seem like a tiny detail, but in the world of coin collecting, it is a game-changer. Mint marks help identify where and when a coin was struck, and their absence can indicate a minting error or a special issue. For the 1969 no mint mark 50 new pence, this detail transforms it from a regular coin into a highly desirable collector's item. You may be wondering, where can you find one of these coins today? The answer is simple. They are rare, but they do surface. Sometimes they appear at specialized coin auctions in the UK and internationally. Other times they are sold by reputable online coin dealers who cater to high-end collectors. They can also be found in private sales between collectors who know exactly what they're trading. If you are looking to buy one, I recommend starting with major auction platforms, trusted numismatic websites, or large coin fairs in London, Birmingham, and other major UK cities. Keep your eyes on rare coin listings from global auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Spink, which sometimes handle these special pieces. Now, where can you sell one? If you already own the 1969 no mint mark 50 new pence, your best options are high-profile coin auctions, specialized dealers, or even private sales to serious collectors. Auctions can create bidding wars, pushing the final price far higher than expected. Online marketplaces like eBay can also be used, but only if you are confident in verifying buyers and setting a fair starting price. In today's market, a circulated example of this coin can fetch between $3,000 and $4,500, depending on condition. But the real magic happens when the coin is in mint state, uncirculated and pristine. In those cases, collectors have been known to pay as much as $7,500. And in rare private transactions where two determined buyers go head-to-head, prices have soared even higher. Should you keep it if you own one? Absolutely. This is not a coin to spend or trade lightly. Its rarity and historical significance mean it has excellent long-term value. The demand for error coins, especially first-year decimal issues, is only growing. Holding on to it could mean even greater returns in the future. Experts believe that in the next 15 to 20 years, a flawless 1969 no mint mark 50 new pence could easily command $12,000 or more. The reason is simple: supply will never increase. The number of coins available will only shrink as more are locked away in collections. If you own one, sealing it is crucial. Use an acid-free coin holder or a professional grading service to encapsulate it in a tamper-proof case. This will protect it from scratches, tarnish, and environmental damage, ensuring that it retains its top value when you decide to sell. Remember, condition is one of the most important factors in a coin's price. The 1969 50 new pence is more than just a currency issue. It is the first of its kind, marking Britain's leap into a new monetary era. Owning one without a mint mark is like holding a piece of that history in its rarest form. Every collector dreams of finding a first-issue error coin, and this is exactly that. What makes it even more exciting is that these coins are still out there. They could be in old purses, forgotten drawers, or tucked away in jars of change collected over decades. Each one that surfaces sparks excitement and competition among buyers. This coin's story is one of transformation, from a common item of change in 1969 to a rare and valuable artifact today. It reminds us that history can be held in the palm of your hand, and that something as small as a missing mint mark can create a fortune. The market for rare coins is stronger than ever, with collectors spanning every continent. British coins hold a special place in the global numismatic community, and the 1969 no mint mark 50 new pence is one of the crown jewels in that category. So, whether you're buying, selling, or simply dreaming of owning one, remember that this coin is more than metal. It is heritage, art, rarity, and wealth combined. Keep searching, keep collecting, and you might just discover that the treasure you've been looking for is already in your possession. Here at Old Coin Diaries, we believe that every coin tells a story. The 1969 no mint mark 50 new pence tells one of the most remarkable stories of British currency. A story that could one day add thousands of dollars to your name. Keep your eyes open, because your next great find could be just a coin away.